Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Qala al-mu'alifu rahimahullahu ta'ala wa nafa'ana bihi wa bi'ulumihi fid dharaini amin rabbi yasir wa'in. Bismillahi, in the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. All praise is due to our God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because of His bounty and also because of His blessing. We can get together, we can still get together, and also we can still face to face, right? And also collecting together, and especially in this moment, because one day again, all of people, exactly as a Muslims, even billions or millions people in this world will be celebrating the big day in this world. What does that mean? That means tomorrow, as a Muslim, we will be celebrating Idul Adha moment. So guys, I just want to say for all of you, happy Eid Mubarak. Let's forgive and let's forget. So in this time also, let's we starting again our lessons. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Faslun arkanus solati sab'ata ashar. In this moment, we are going to be learning about jurisprudence of law in Islam, and more specifically, we are studying about arkanus solah. What does that mean? Arkanus solah means some of pillars in worships, or some of pillars that we must do when we are getting praying. So what are they? Let's get starting. Faslun, new chapter or new sections. Arkanus solati, some of pillars when we are doing worships or when we are doing praying. Sab'ata asyara, they are must be divided in 17 parts. So that why when we are doing praying, so exactly we must doing all of these 17 of this pillar, right? So what are they? Al-awalu, firstly, or number one, an-niyatu is called by intentions, and then just for your information, the place of intentions is in our hearts, right? So you must distinguish between intentions and pronouncing, right? Intentions means niyat, and then pronouncing is talafuz. So both of them are different. So what is the differences between an-niyat and talafuz, right? An-niyat is the place of niyat is in our hearts, right? And then talafuz is what the meaning of talafuz. Talafuz is kind of sentence, right? Kind of sentence which is pronounced, right? Which is pronounced by our mouth, right? It's connect with our mouth or our lips. But the difference between and difference with niyat. Niyat is heart doing, right? Something which is done by our heart. So that why the place of niyat must be in our hearts, not in our mouth or in our lips. And then what is the next? Athani, from the pillars of praying. Athani, and number two, for the pillar of worship. Takbiratul Ihrami is called by opening laudations in ritual prayers. So that why number two from the pillars in worship or in praying is called by Takbiratul Ihram. Takbiratul Ihram means the opening laudations in or of prayer ritual, right? This is number two from the pillars of praying. And then athalithu, number three, or the third, al-qiyamu is stand up or is standing up. Number three from the pillars of praying is al-qiyamu or standing up. So the questions is, who must be standing up when they are praying, right? Al-qiyamu or standing up, alal qadiri, only for them. Alal qadiri, only for them who are able for doing it, right? So al-qiyam or standing up only for them, the people who are able for doing it, right? Doing it in where? Fil fardi, exactly doing it fil fardi, in obligations praying, right? So only in obligations praying, someone who are able for standing up, they must be standing up, right? If they are cannot be standing up, it doesn't matter. And then ar-rabi'u, number 4, qira'atul fatihati is reciting or reading of al-fatihah, right? Al-fatihah means divisions of Quran or the opening of Al-Quran, right? Al-khamisu, number 5, ar-ruku'u is ruku. Ruku in this case can means deep bowing the wise, right? Ruku means deep bowing the wise during praying, right? This is called by ruku. As-sadisu, and then number 6, at-tuma'ninatu is being quiet. Tuma'ninah means being quiet from any moving. At-tuma'ninatu in where, fihi, in this bowing or in this ruku. So that means we must be being quiet when we are doing ruku or when we are in ruku positions, right? And then as-sabi'u, number 7, al-i'tidalu is i'tidal. I'tidal can means symmetry positions, right? Or you can call i'tidal with rising from the ruku, right? Rising positions from the ruku. It's called also with i'tidal. And then at-thaminu, or number 8, at-tuma'ninatu is being quiet from moving again. At-tuma'ninah again, in where we must be tuma'ninah or we must be being quiet from moving again, fihi, in i'tidal position. So when we are doing i'tidal, it means we have to be being quiet again or doing tuma'ninah, right? At-tasi'u, or number 9, and then number 9, or at-tasi'u, as-sujudu is sujud. Sujud means bow from kneeling or kneeling positions, right? Sujuds mean bow from kneeling so that our head can be touching the floor, right? So what does the meaning? What does that mean, or what is the meaning from sujud? Sujud exactly is kneeling positions in order to, or so that our head can be touching the floor. How much we must be nailing our heads in the floor? Marrotaini, we just need 2 times, right? As-sujudu marrotaini, sujud 2 times. Al-ashiru, and then number 10, from the pillars of praying, at-tuma'ninatu is being quiet again. At-tuma'ninatu is being quiet again, in where we must be being quiet again, fihi, in this moment or in this sujud positions. Al-hadi asyara, and then number 11, al-julusu, sitting down or good to bottom. Sitting down or good to bottom, in where baina sajdataini, between a couple of sujud. We must be sitting down between a couple of sujud or between the kneeling positions, right? Athani asyara, and then number 12, at-tuma'ninatu is being quiet again, in where we must be being quiet again, fihi, in that sitting down, right? Athalitha asyara, and number 13, at-tasyahudu is tasyahud, or at-tasyahud ay tolabu syahada. What the meaning of tolabu syahada or at-tasyahud is we are sitting down for making testifying, right? So the meaning of tasyahud is we are sitting down and for making testifying from our God. Al-akhiru, the last, exactly the last tasyahud, right? Ar-rabi'a asyara, and number 14, al-qu'udu is sitting down again or go to the bottom again, in where we must be sitting down again, fihi, in the tasahud, right? In the tasahud positions, or in the moment when we are making testifying to our God, we must do this one, exactly al-qu'ud or sitting down. Al-khamisa asyara, and number 15, as-salatu is performing such of solawat, right? We must to be performing such of solawat. For whom we must be performing the such of solawat? ala nabiyyi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, exactly only for him, our prophet, ala nabiyyi, our prophet Muhammad, right, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him. Fihi, in where we must be performing our solawat, fihi, in this last tahiyat or in this time. Asadisa asyara, or number 16. Number 16, assalamu is greeting, right? The first greeting, right? The first greeting automatically would be the parts of pillar, would be the parts of pillar in praying, because greeting number 2 is not obligations. Greeting number 2 is called by optional, right? And then asabi asyara, or number 17, at-tartibu, all of this ritual or all of these pillars, we must doing all of these pillars by orderly. Faslun, new chapter, an-niyatu salasatu darajatin, wallahu a'lam bishawab.